You have been talking yourself into exhaustion. Not out loud, maybe, but inside. That voice never stops. It explains. It defends. It rehearses conversations that will never happen. And you wonder why you feel so tired. Here is something strange. You have spent your whole life believing that words heal, that if you could just find the right explanation, the right apology, the right thing to say to yourself, then finally something would shift. But what if the opposite is true? What if every word you add is another layer over the wound? Think about what happens when you cut your skin. You don't heal it by touching it constantly. You don't heal it by explaining to it why it should close. You leave it alone. You let silence do what silence does. Your mind works the same way. There is an ancient understanding that silence is not empty. It is full. It is alive. It is the space where everything broken finally has room to mend. But we are afraid of silence. We fill every gap. Music in the car, podcasts while walking, scrolling before sleep. Anything to avoid that quiet moment when we might actually have to feel what we feel. And this is the wound beneath all wounds. We have become strangers to our own presence. Silence heals because it asks nothing of you. It does not need you to be better. It does not need you to understand. It does not need you to fix or figure out or finally become the person you think you should be. Silence simply holds you, as you are, right now. When you sit in silence, something ancient begins to happen. The nervous system stops bracing. The mind stops performing. And beneath all that noise, you discover something shocking. You are already whole. You were never broken in the way you believed. You were just loud. So loud that you couldn't hear your own completeness. Imagine a lake that has been stirred for years. Mud swirling, water cloudy. You cannot see the bottom. Now imagine you simply stop stirring. You don't filter the water. You don't add chemicals. You don't do anything. You just stop. Slowly, the mud settles. The water clears. And you see that the bottom was always there, clean, still, waiting. This is what silence does to you. It doesn't create peace. It reveals the peace that was always underneath. So here is your practice. It is so simple that your mind will resist it. Once a day, for just 5 minutes, stop speaking. Stop listening to anything. Stop reading. Stop scrolling. Just sit. Let the inner voice keep talking if it wants. Don't fight it. Don't follow it. Just let it exhaust itself, like a child who eventually stops crying when no one reacts. In that space, healing happens without your help. You don't need to understand what is healing. You don't need to track your progress. You just need to keep showing up to the silence. The world tells you that you must work on yourself, that healing is a project, that you must dig and analyze and process and grow. But perhaps the deepest healing is simply stopping. Stopping the effort, stopping the noise, stopping the endless becoming, and finally, resting in what you already are. Silence is not something you practice. It is something you return to. It has been waiting for you. Your whole life, it is waiting now. Close your eyes, take one breath, and for just this moment, let the words fall away. What remains is you, whole, here, home.